We are now getting the release from the White House, the transcript of the first phone call that was made. It's dated here, April 21st, 2019. And it took place on board Air Force One. So this is now President Trump and the newly elected president of Ukraine, Zelenskiy, on the phone. I'm just going through this quickly. It does not appear to be a call of great length at all. It's now been unclassified, and we can argue with Ken Starr and Andy McCarthy the merits of releasing this publicly. You know, executive privilege is a strong consideration here, but among the president's legal team, they felt it was in their favor of the argument to put out the second phone call, which just to be precise about this, the second phone call is the one that we have talked about when the president says, read the transcript. So now we have the first one. And just reading it here, Sandra, it says, I'd like to congratulate you on a job well done, says the president. Congratulations on a fantastic election. President-elect Zelenskiy says, good to hear from you. Thank you so very much. It's very nice from here to you, and I appreciate it. Congratulations. It goes on from there. To Ken Starr, what is the great value in releasing this? When it was described to us the other day as a harmless conversation, they used the word innocuous. What do you believe is the value today?
It is entirely political. To say the President of the United States was developing this relationship with the newly elected President of Ukraine, and we have nothing to hide. The President has said, somewhat extravagantly, the phone call, the July 25 phone call, was perfect. Well, no, it wasn't perfect, but that's the story that we're getting. And so what I think we're seeing is a concerted effort to show the President is being the President of the United States. He's conducting himself in an effective way with foreign leaders, and so let the President be the President. One final point. This is a very unfortunate precedent. It's yet another one that shows the dynamic of impeachment leads to very bad things happening, including in terms of our separation of powers and protecting the proper prerogatives of the President of the United States to conduct the foreign affairs of the country.
Andy McCarthy on that also.
Yeah, I think if they end up having to litigate this, it's going to be very hard for the president to assert executive privilege if a court thinks that he's picking and choosing what he wants to get out. I think you really, with executive privilege, it seems to me you have to take the position either I have a privilege and it needs to be confidential, or I don't. But a court, generally speaking, is not going to allow a selective version of confidential materials to get out there. It's either all going to come out or they'll have to start withholding things.
Thank you, gentlemen.